Okay,
Ready?
I'm ready.
Well,
Let's
we are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I'm screaming.
Yeah,
This is your
yeah,
radio
yeah,
voice?
yeah. Well, I haven't developed it yet, but I'm just happy to be here, and I'm glad you're happy
Well,
to be
it
here
sounds
too.
like you have developed it. It sounds like it is fully developed as loud as you just hollered in my ear.
Well, it's a lot to holler about.
Th Always. Always.
Always, always. All right, so welcome to Sus Pod. I am
Hey, girls.
TJ,
I'm TP. And a place
and
to be.
and this is a place to be, right?
Family, like a giant tree.
Okay, okay. Is it Freestyle Friday?
It might be. It might be, even though it's Thursday. Well, when they
Yeah,
hear it.
yeah, yeah. Okay, well.
Okay. My bad. I just
Well,
sidetracked
well,
us.
it's okay. I mean, we love a good sidetrack. So,
Mhm.
how are you doing today?
I am
Well,
well.
you
I'm
look
well.
great.
Thank Cam. Bro, go your that you stink. Go your farting ass over there. That is ridiculous. Ugh.
Wow, he's talking about his dog, y'all.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That shit is raw. He old. That's what it is. So he just be letting them rip, and
They're
it's
loose.
terrible. Jesus. Ugh. Okay. I am good. Sorry. I am good. I got my art printed today for my art show happening next month. My piece will be hung from, and not in
Mhm.
that way. My piece will not be hung,
Because
but my
I
art
was,
yep. I knew where you were going. I knew where you're going.
yeah.
So I'm feeling good. I got that printed. It was crazy to see my art printed and not digital like it usually
We
is
love
created.
Prince.
We love prints.
We love
So
Prince
we love Prince and Prince, okay? Period. And Prince.
and Prince. Prince. We love all the Prince
We love all the Prince, honey. So
except
yeah,
Andrew.
I'm feeling good. Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't fuck with him, no. But I am good. How are you?
I'm tired.
Okay. Okay.
This has been the
Very
longest
honest.
couple of days. The crazy thing is, folks who are listening, we're supposed to record before, but guess who has been working like, I
A
don't wanna say
slave on a plantation.
slave
I'm gonna say
because
it
it's
for
Black
you.
History Month.
That's even
Well,
the more reason why we need to be accurate about the description.
I was working like a slave for the last, like,
There we go.
4 days,
Mhm.
um, and today it finally calmed down just a pinch. Phone's still
Okay.
going off.
Yeah, pinging, pinging, honey.
Pinging, ping me, ping me. So, oh my god, since we're talking about we didn't acknowledge Black History Month
We
previously.
have not. Wow. Are we even black?
We have not. Well, I'm like, never mind. Never
Now what you
mind.
about
I'm
to
not
say?
even
Okay. Okay.
So,
Just
so the crazy thing is, my good, Sigma bro sent me this okay, he didn't send it to me, but I saw it on his Instagram, and I was like, "Oh my god."
okay.
Because it was talking about how people in the DMV, light skin, but people who look like me. This is a weird thing. It was like people who look like me.
Uh,
This was very specific. Um, that have like this ancestry that's about like 20 something percent white,
okay.
who have like the same features that live like in, that live in that are from like this area.
Okay.
And he also has like the same features, right?
Okay.
So there's some commonalities there. Our people our people got dragged to this part of the world, and now we share some genetic makeup.
It's interesting because I too have white ancestry. My great great grandmother is half white
So you
and or
probably have
was
more
half
white than
white.
me. No, you probably
Whoa.
don't. I don't know.
No,
You
my parents are
could.
I mean, well,
You
clearly because
could. You could.
yeah, I might be incorrect. It's either my great 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 grandma or my great great grandma. One of the two. They were half white. Either way it goes, right? We still
Yeah.
niggas in here. So I don't
Oh, yeah,
acknowledge.
pro-black.
all the non-blacks to the
Mhm.
back, okay?
Okay, come
So,
on.
I don't I'm not
Solon. Is
for
that how you
this
say it?
I think so. For this particular month, all the non-blacks to the back, okay? So, love y'all
Um,
though.
speak speaking of, I put on my oh, yeah, can I just mention this? Okay. So on my Instagram, right,
Uh-huh.
I was talking about
Here you go.
and I really wanna know your thoughts too about
Yeah.
this.
Mhm.
Um, so I was talking about how I was scrolling the feed and this woman was talking about why black folks love fried hard, right? Or like why black folks love their food well done. And I'm like, this is one of them things. Don't I don't want to hear it. Taraji, while we're while we run and like I don't want to hear it. That's not a Black History Month fact.
It is
That
not. It's very
it's not
racist.
it doesn't it I don't want to know that. I'm sorry.
So what was the reasoning though?
What do you mean what was the oh, why we like food hard or
Yeah.
fried hard?
Uh-huh.
It's because when we were slaves,
Oh,
we got the come on now. We get the food that may be the leftovers that may be about to
uh-huh.
spoil, blah 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 blah, the scraps. So our ancestors, because it's in us, they like their food well done, cooked all the way through, chewy steak, crispy skin, okay? Because that's how you know it's cooked. You're not gonna get the food poisoning from
True.
a brick of a
Uh,
fish, okay?
I'm just really confused by that I mean, where bring all the historians to the front, okay?
Yes,
Because not I mean, I could see how that could have some
it's
carry through
these
there,
things.
but
I don't.
also like what?
You know what? I can't argue. I'm not in the space to argue about it because oddly, I'm like, y'all folks could just be telling us anything, okay? Y'all can
Clearly,
say whatever.
clearly.
Because it in one in one breath, I'm like, well, maybe it could make sense. I
Absolutely not.
guess.
Absolutely
Okay,
not. Not going
okay.
to.
Well,
Not
okay,
going to.
okay. Is it? Well, obviously some folks they believe it, they think it's true. Like even what Taraji said, they like, yeah, girl. So
'Cause she said
I
some
don't
dumb shit about why we be laughing when we
and
eat
running.
something and run it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
girl,
So
shut the fuck up.
has there been something that you've heard that you're like, all right, I don't know about that.
No. I don't
Good.
know
I'm
anything.
sure if you
Yeah,
scroll TikTok enough,
I
you
block it
like
out.
if
I just block it right on out.
I don't know. I don't know. Now I feel like I hate to be like this, but I'm like so much more skeptical of like things now because
Yeah.
it's I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to go down that hole.
Yeah, and don't
Th-
because, you're gonna have the niggas in your DMs and responding to these damn
The hotels.
episodes like, "Well, look at them. They are anti-black, honey."
A
And I want you niggas
coon.
to know yeah, and if anybody call me a coon, I'm definitely running you the fuck over for sure.
A
So, because 'cause I'm
coon.
nowhere close to it, I will get in my Outlander and make sure all 4 tires hit you if you call me a
You said
coon.
you gonna you said I'm gonna show you OJ, okay?
Baby, I'm pulling
You
up,
said coon. You said
okay?
coon. I'm gonna show you an OJ.
Okay? Don't play with me in that regard ever, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Crazy work.
Fun times. All right. So let's get into the show and get into other people's business.
Don't we always have a space in other people's business?
Yes, we do. So the big story, big fun. The Super Bowl. It was so
Mhm.
great. Well,
It was
the
very
halftime
good.
show.
Yeah, no
First,
doubt.
I would love to know, did you did you enjoy the halftime show? What were your
I
initial
did.
thoughts?
Beautiful gowns of grass. Love
Mhm.
that, you know,
That was
thought
cool.
that
I didn't even notice that that grass I was like when I was watching it, I was like,
Yeah.
How did they do that?" I was like, "Where how did they get the grass lined up?" Because it was like a maze. I'm like, "How did y'all do
Mhm.
that so quickly?" And I didn't
That
in my mind, I didn't think it was, like, stuck to the ground or
okay, boom.
anything.
So here we go, Black History moment, okay? Whether you
Yes.
can believe it or not, did you know that a Black woman is responsible for the creative design of said Bad Bunny set? So she
I love
also
that.
helped do the Beyonce Bowl, and a couple of other things that she has helped creative, like, the
Yes, I love
design
that.
or direct. Yeah, I love that. I loved it. I thought it was beautiful. It was a rich cultural moment,
Mhm.
and I didn't know what the fuck they were saying, which is okay, okay?
Yeah,
So,
get mad.
I'm not supposed to know everything, but I can dance to some music, I can shimmy, and I know "si" and baila, dance, okay, and I did that. I
Hey, bye
bailaed
bye.
all over,
Yes.
okay? I did that. So I thought it was beautiful. Great job. Excellent work. Let me see
I
more.
I almo almost teared up.
We love
Yeah,
that.
you
Such
know,
an
I'm
emotional
I'm older
Cancer.
now, so I'm
Are you a
very, like,
Cancer?
in my no, I'm an Aquarius. I'm, like, older now, so I'm,
Oh,
like, in
yeah,
my
you're right.
feels. It just takes me out. I was just
See?
I
Wait
know,
for it.
right? Um, it was something about seeing people happy
Mhm,
and,
mhm.
like, boom, dancing and just, like,
Very
the life of
much.
it all. Considering what these last, like, images that we've gotten on the news and TV, what
Yeah.
those have been like,
Mhm.
I got a little emotional about that. I'm like, "This looks like a fun, good time, happy," like, it just and it takes me back to when I lived in New York and, like, this is the kind of, like this was actually kind of the neighborhood a little bit when I lived in Washington Heights, so this is, like,
Okay.
the spirit,
Damn, girl, you done
uh
lived everywhere, moved
and
everywhere,
did,
been
and
everywhere.
did,
We
and
love
did.
that. We love
But
that.
yeah, it was just like the spirit of, that community was just
You and a cultural
beautiful.
moment, it brings tears to your eyes every time, okay?
I know,
Because you cried
I
at
know.
Beyonce, okay?
I
Shed a
did.
little tear, and here you are at a second cultural, observance, but and
I realized that, now people don't jump down my throat because I know a lot of people won't admit this publicly,
mhm.
but I really do love our country. I do. I do. I do. There are
Okay.
some there I okay, I know. There are some, dark times,
True,
but there are definitely dark times and some bad parts and some bad people.
for sure.
But, um, we have so much diversity in, life. Like, the more diverse pieces of us just really just makes me so happy to see, um, us Black folks who have a little bit of everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Love
Okay,
it.
I can
Love what
I
we
can see where
give.
you're going with this. I can see where you're
Yeah,
going with
like,
this,
it's
but
just
it's excuse me, it's the melting pot
yes.
of cultures that is appealing and the embrace for some people of that melting pot. I can see how one enjoys that.
Yeah, I love
But
it.
I don't know if I'll jump out of my bag and say I just love this country. I don't
Well,
know.
go somewhere else.
Oh,
You can leave.
wow. This is
There are
crazy.
there are millions of people
There's that
dying to be where you
20% of
are.
Caucasian jumping out of you,
There's
okay?
a
There
it's
it
a
is.
well, you can leave.
Yep, see, I knew that culture I knew that culture, I knew that Caucasian, that caucasity was gonna jump out of you at some point, and here we are. Here we are, that you told me I could
Yeah.
leave. I ain't going no fucking where,
Exactly,
okay?
because this is your place. This is your home,
I
okay?
was born right here in North Carolina,
Okay.
and I ain't going nowhere, okay? I'm not going
American.
anywhere, bitches.
And
I
these
don't know
white people
about
cannot chase you out, okay? Because you
they
just
can
a
get up
part of
under
this
these
fabric as it
tires,
alright, and you just a part of this place as they are, which
period.
I just wanna say have you heard them clips from Megyn Kelly? First off, all these people,
Child,
all these white folks have lost their mind. What
they do this shit every year. Every fucking year. We don't
they have been
care.
on such just like a rampage, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, because I think we've gotten to the point where this whole, like, thing has jumped the shark because Trump is not very popular now, and so when these
Mhm.
folks are trying to be all Trumpy, it's like, "Girl, what are you
Yeah.
doing?"
'Cause nobody that's the part for me, like, I don't understand, like, when they start doing that, I had to, like, just start muting people because, like, don't be sharing that shit on my timeline because I don't care about these random ass people talking about some, "We don't like" delete, unfollow. I don't wanna hear that because we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. If you didn't like it, great. Go somewhere else. Turn the channel. But the fact that you have to bring it back to, it's all in Spanish and this is a disgrace to the American people, girl, suck a dick. Okay, that's your problem. Like,
And
just keep it.
these same white folks be down at the taqueria, they be
Breaking
down
they fucking necks, okay, for the roast con pollo. Okay?
okay?
Please.
Salsa lessons.
Yeah,
Like,
all
what
of
are
it.
you like, you are having an affair with Julio, okay?
And don't let Cinco de Mayo roll the fuck around. Them
Oh,
bitches is
okay, like,
outside. Okay?
what do you mean? What do you mean? Now
Child,
all of a sudden you all of a
girl.
sudden get it, please. But anyway, back to the positive stuff. So, I just wanted to touch on a couple of these wonderful Easter eggs in here,
Mhm.
because folks have definitely, did their research and their digging, and, a lot of folks credit, um, Beyonce as really, like, starting these, like, moments, these, Super Bowl moments where, there's, like, a little deeper meaning, a little Easter egg in there, and, of course, and you're like, "What? What do you mean? When what? You have some what? Huh? Huh?" You got a
I
look
don't
on your
know if I don't
face.
wanna credit Beyonce. Like, now, I love Beyonce, but I think there are other people who have infused historical accuracy into their
In the Super
performance,
Bowl performance,
okay, well, you're talking
recent
about specifically the
yeah,
Super Bowl.
specifically
Okay,
Super
alright,
Bowl.
fine. Yeah.
Um, it's because you had, like, Beyoncé, of course, way back so long ago now, it was more than 10 years
Mhm.
ago, when she did Formation and she had the,
True, the
Black Panther thing,
berets and all the things,
and
yeah.
then you had, like, J.Lo briefly mentioning I think it was about, like, the kids in the cages or
Yuck.
something.
Mhm.
Okay,
I
not
hate J-Lo.
oh my god, but it's not look,
Here,
it's
I
not
don't
me
know
this time.
her. I
It's
don't know
you.
her.
Hey, me. And then, of course, you have Kendrick, and now you have Bad
Okay,
Bunny,
okay.
which Bad Bunny actually gave us probably the most out of anyone, right?
Yeah,
Because
there
the
were
whole thing
several
was like a
layers.
yeah, so one, of course, you have the sugar cane that, the
Mhm.
folks
We
are
love that.
walking through that a lot of people of color,
Mhm.
Black,
Mhm.
Hispanic, yada, yada, have a history there.
Yeah, for sure. For
And even
sure.
today, a lot of those folks still, work in those fields.
Mhm.
Um, and beyond that, there were a couple of like um shops
Yep.
like set
Mhm.
up in there. There were actually like
Mhm.
real stores
Yeah.
with real things in like New York and LA. Um, then of course there was that very much real wedding that happened, which
Very
is
much a real wedding.
well,
That was cute.
very it was cute, it was cute. I
Mhm.
knew it was real.
I love
When I
that.
saw it, I said it would I was like, "Yeah, that's probably like a real
It
thing."
looked a little bit too like they were so excited. Like they
Yeah,
didn't look like staged. They looked really genuinely excited. Whereas,
yeah,
most people are like dancing and also paying attention to cues and all the other things. They looked like they were actually excited to be there.
yeah.
Not that
And
anybody
then
else didn't, but
but it was a different
yeah.
type of, like,
Yeah.
thing. And
Mhm.
then also, I love that moment when, Bad Bunny gave his Grammy to the kid, which
Mhm.
represent I know some people, they thought it was meant to be, the kid who got,
Oh, yeah.
snatched up by those terrible people,
Misinformation, honey.
but that was not it. It was
That was
just a
not it.
callback to,
Mhm.
him his self as a child and
Yeah.
just dreaming big, right? You
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
I thought that
The
was
American
beautiful.
dream.
Okay, yeah, yes. Well, yes.
Mhm. That's what the people
Um,
say.
it was. And then Ricky Martin did this song. I'm not gonna butcher it too much.
Mhm.
Imma just try to say it. Lo que le pasó a Hawaii?
First
Okay.
of all,
Okay, I gave it a little I tried my best here. So
you did
basically,
great. You did great.
thank you, thank you, thank you. I it's from some folks who understand it better than I do. It's related to something like what happened to Hawaii or something, which, you know, Puerto Rico's relationship and Hawaii's relationship is very similar, in relation
Okay.
to the United States.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay.
And how we colonized, and unfortunately today Hawaii is losing a lot of its culture. And so
Mhm.
this is just that Martin moment was just like,
With his
you
fine
know,
ass.
aging like wine.
Like, I
That's what
mean,
I
a
heard.
good red one too, okay?
Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then, of course, the We Are America, Together We're
We
America,
are
blah blah
the
blah,
world. Okay, no.
which was beautiful.
We love that.
All of America, yes, all of it.
Mhm. All
Love
of
that.
it.
How did,
Bring them all
how,
together.
what were your thoughts on Lady Gaga? Lady
You know, it
Gaga.
was good to see our fellow sister, Gagacita in the
Yes,
space.
Gagacita.
Uh-huh. Paying
Hmm.
attention and being, in the moment with the people. And this is a
Yeah.
callback to their Grammy kind of connection. I saw her run over to him and give him a hug,
Yeah.
and it's like, "Okay, because you knew what the fuck y'all were about to do in just a couple
Yeah.
of days." So that's what it was, and, sharing that love. But we love to see the caucasity and the color come together for a good cause. We love to see it. We love to
Yeah.
see the allyship. We love it all. So
Yeah,
I
I
was
feel like
happy.
that was the, like, thing, right? Like,
Mhm.
to show, you know,
It was
she's
great.
here.
And for people to see or say that, like, there were no white people, one of the biggest white women in the world
Yeah,
literally was
and
right there and performed.
just what I said, like, those same white folks will go to the salsas, okay? They'll go to
There
the
were some white
dancing, they'll
people
do
in
all
that
of these things.
mix
Yeah,
dancing.
yeah,
There were some white people in there.
yeah, and what I'm saying, like, white people pretend like they don't listen to this music at all, okay?
Now,
Like I said,
no, they
they
do.
go to these places and do that and do it, and Lady Gaga showed, they're like, "Hey, she could do the 1, 2,
I thought it
too.
was cute. I
Y'all
thought it
can
was
do it
very,
too."
very cute, and she looked
I thought
really
it was
good too.
well, I like her, so I was already biased, so
I
it is
like
what
her
it is.
too, but, I mean, I don't listen to
But
her like that. I know the gays go up to her, so
me, I'm the gays.
mhm, I know.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So, any last thoughts on, the Super Bowl? And who would you
I
like to see next?
I can tell you it's not Chris Brown.
Oh!
But I don't know who I would like to see next. I don't really, give a fuck like that. Like, it's just beautiful to see people, that we look forward. So, it could be somebody that I don't wanna see, you know what I'm gonna do? Not watch it, basically.
Mm,
So I don't know
mhm.
who I'd love to see. I don't really have a bring Beyonce back, please. That's who I wanna see.
She's
I
gonna
always wanna see
she's gonna be
Beyonce.
busy. She should be on tour next year.
Should, okay?
Should.
Should.
If
But we'll
the
see
patterns are.
what's if the patterns stick. If the
Mhm,
patterns stick. Um, yeah, I don't know who I would wanna see. I don't really have, a strong desire or passion to see any
mhm,
one or group. I don't give a damn. So we'll just
mm.
see how the cookie crumbles next year. I will be there specifically for that, not the football. So the le football, okay? So
Le
I won't be there
football.
for that. But just bring someone entertaining. That's all I ask.
Yeah, since it's gonna be on, ABC next time,
Is it really?
folks yeah, 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 folks want to see Miss Miley Cyrus, and I'll be fine with that. 'cause she is a really strong performer.
Yeah, I guess that would be fun. That would be a
And
good, like
she be singing down.
she
And I know
does
she would have,
she
like
does sing.
and she has, I think her guests would be pretty
Hannah Montana.
phenomenal. Probably. To
It
do the
better be.
climb? I don't know, like, it's whatever. I would
She better
look,
have
I
she better bring out Hannah Montana or I'm gonna be pissed.
because I hey.
I want the best of
Oh,
both
oh
worlds,
my god.
honey.
What if she performed Hannah Montana and the Migos came out together? Wouldn't that be something? Look, I just threw the out idea
Well,
out
wait a
there.
minute. Aren't they down one?
Yeah,
Rest in peace.
yeah.
Which one is gone?
Take off.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, no. Well,
yeah. But
we are
still,
taking a pause
but
for
unity
takeoff.
there we go.
I'm sorry.
Um, now look, it ain't worse than what I did last time, so it's
It is
okay.
not. It is not.
S
At least you
but
remember.
but I do, because I heard a lot about it.
Mm,
So beyond the beyond the show, of course, one of the big pieces of the Super Bowl, everything surrounding the Super Bowl, the ads. And there were a couple
yes.
of them that made a lot of noise. 2 of them. Everything else is kinda bland. I really
Mhm.
wasn't watching the Super Bowl like that anyway.
Never
Um,
really.
but one was that it was a 30-second Mike Tyson ad from
Child.
RFK's, what is this, a nonprofit group called the Maha Center, and essentially he got on this ad talking about how he used to be fat and nasty and fudgy and all this stuff. Like, and this is just the language. And people are offended
Mhm.
by how he characterized that.
My sister's name was Denise. She died of obesity at 25. She had a heart attack. I was so fat and nasty. I would eat anything. I was like 345 pounds. A quart of ice cream every hour. I had so much self-hate when I was like that. I just wanted to kill myself.
I There's a lot of context to all of this.
Of
They
course.
of course they could not squeeze into, one ad like this, but of course, this man has had so much controversy and so he was already going through a lot of like mental, emotional, all that stuff.
Right.
His sister died, so of course you
Who?
probably have like Mike Tyson's.
Oh my god.
When he around that time he gained all that weight.
Okay.
So
Didn't know that.
yes, he of course gained weight because depression.
Yeah. God.
Right? But you
Mhm.
but you but let him tell it, it's just the fact that we have bad foods and he just wake up eating a pint like he's Sherman Klump.
But what's so crazy about saying that we have bad food is, like, all these trash ass, companies and shit where they have bad food, they literally fuel the country. Like, if you were
Yeah.
to close some of these fast food restaurants and chains that are, like, nationwide, what would that do to the economy? Tank it, I'm sure. Like, what did Dunkin' Donuts say? America runs on Dunkin', and y'all be in Dunkin'
Hmm,
Donuts pouring 60 damn cups of sugar, 7
hate
different
it.
pumps of syrup into your coffee each morning. So, I'm really confused how this makes any sense. Like, and I guess this is, like, kind of tied to that whole drink more real milk and all that shit. So, I
Oh my
hope that they
god.
do that.
Big protein is here. I
Girl.
don't like you know how like back in the day everything was like low fat, fat free?
Mhm. Yeah.
Now we're here again. Everything is
Yeah.
protein, protein, protein. Kraft, there's a Kraft is coming out with like protein cheese or something like a extra like a protein pack cheese. And we already see if you go to Starbucks like moi sometimes, they have like protein what is that? Topping like whipped cream or whatever it is
What that girl said, "Y'all
now.
love putting the powder in y'all drinks and stuff. It's too many powders."
It
Too
is
many
too many
powders, honey. Mm-mm.
like, big protein is here.
I'm
They
not
said
you know what's
they
crazy?
said yes.
We went to the store the other day, and they had protein bread. Like,
Yep, yep.
Marita had, like, a additional protein, and that bread nasty as hell, which is why it's also still in our damn cabinet. So, I'm not eating that shit. Mm-mm. No
It's
thanks.
because these days, it's like, because I also saw this video on Instagram. What's her name? Zaya Parasian or
Wait.
something like that.
Who?
No, 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 no.
Oh, okay.
Um, she did this, like, little skit where she was talking about the Super Bowl ads, and all the ads are like, "Crypto,"
Which is so wild.
and then, like, weight loss, um,
Mhm.
drugs, and gambling.
You're all fucking fat, and you need to take our new weight loss medicine. Here, fatty. Here, fatty. Ozempic. I used to be fat. Now I'm not. You big back bitches wish you could say the same. You should start gambling. You should really gamble. Maybe then you can make some money and afford to be skinny. Crypto! Come try some crypto!
And Backstreet Boys. A lot of Backstreet Boys
Oh,
were out,
yeah,
which was so random to me.
Backstreet Boys.
I was
I'm
like,
I'm
"Okay."
honestly I'm so tired of the gambling ads. It's like,
It's a
gambling?
problem. They
At
said
what point,
sports
like,
betting, honey.
when did we get here? When did
We've
we
been
get here?
here.
Like,
We've been here.
no, 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 no. Maybe no, no,
You don't
because
think so?
now it's like now if you ever watch the news, now they have, like, the whatever predicted or whatever gambling market, Ka Kalshi,
Oh,
all that stuff, it's, like,
I don't know
integrated in
nothing
the
about none
news
of that.
now. You can put money,
Nothing.
you can bet on, like, anything, like, now you can, like, and it's just they promote this stuff so much now. And then, of course, crypto. Crypto is,
Yeah.
like, everything.
I don't watch a
I
lot of
don't
actual, like, television, so I miss all of those commercials and shit.
it's integrated real bad, and I don't even,
I be
like
missing it.
that, Ozempic, all that, Wegovy. Wegovy, love the
Yeah.
jingle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes, I
Mhm.
love it. It's a good
Mhm.
jingle, I'm sorry, it's a
It
good jingle.
is. Yeah, I like
It's
that one. Sky Rizzy too has a good one.
yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Nothing is
yeah.
everything. Yeah, I be knowing. I do know that one.
Yes, in the spirit of Luther Vandross, we
Mm,
appreciate you for a good
yeah,
jingle.
we love it.
Mhm, mhm. But the other commercial I wanted to talk about was the Ring, the Lost Dog one, which
Mm.
made a lot of noise.
This is Milo. Pets are family. But every year, 10 million go missing. And the way we look for them hasn't changed in years. Until now. One post of a dog's photo in the Ring app starts outdoor cameras looking for a match. Search Party from Ring uses AI to help families find lost dogs.
Yeah.
Um, so for the folks who have not seen it, Ring, um, they said you can find your like if you lose your pet and you opt into like some type of like network or something,
Opting out, honey.
uh, it will. They have like a network of they use a network of cameras to track your dog, and so folks are
Creepy.
like, wait a minute now, why would you
Because
put this on?
why?
Why would you put this on TV?
That is because they want people to tap in so they can have another surveillance option to watch our black asses. That's really what it is.
I feel like it has to be like a legal thing. Something tells me that they wanna cover some bases, so they say, okay, we want this to be public, and we'll just rip the Band-Aid off now,
Mhm.
and you'll take it how you take it, but this is what we're doing.
I could never. I'm sorry, no. Because I mean, I the idea of using your dog as the entry point to this is clever. I see what you did
It is
there.
clever. It's
But
very
you
clever. We
can't
like that.
fool me, okay? You can't trick me, you can't trick me, you can't trick me. So, yeah, that's kinda creepy, the fact that you could be doing nothing, and now one neighbor who is highly racist can call another neighbor who is highly racist and say, "Let's tap into the camera. We saw them walking, so we called the police, and now you're shot dead." Absolutely not, honey. So I'm gonna call my mama right now and say, "Don't you opt in a damn thing on that damn camera. Don't you do it."
Don't
And I
do it.
mean it.
Which
Mm, scary.
crazy enough, and this is a pivot.
Mhm.
n- uh,
Mhm. This is a good one.
Savannah Guthrie's mom, Nancy Guthrie. This is this is this is how we pivot to this. So they released ring camera footage of the suspect breaking into Nancy Guthrie's house. Now, here's the crazy part. They were not opted into
Thank
anything,
you. Back in work, okay?
and Google tapped in because apparently Ring is like, they delete after a certain amount of time, they delete the footage, blah,
Mhm.
blah. Google was able to recover that footage
Crazy work.
afterwards, and they released the image of the guy who broke into the house. Um, One thing here, it's been over a week. I don't think this lady's still alive anymore. I think that the police department has been super incompetent. The FBI, we already know,
Well, baby, they
is
ain't
already
competent too.
incompetent. Yes, well,
Yeah.
Cash Patel is running them into the ground, and it's terrible because I'm sure you've seen they've had several uh DoorDash delivery drivers go up to the crime scene,
Mhm.
and one of them got arrested, and they just let that man go.
I
I'm like, what are y'all doing?
I just don't it is crazy to me how much publicity this is getting. And I guess it's because she's a public figure, but, like, the people are, like, so invested in where her mama is, and there are thousands of people that go missing every day. And the amount of resources that are going into finding Savannah Guthrie's mama is crazy to me. Like, people are so invested, and I respectfully don't give a damn. But I it just is wild to me how much people are so invested in her mama. Like,
This country loves a good true crime story,
is that what it
and this
is?
one, we do.
Well, I do too. I
You
ain't even
know we
gonna lie.
do.
I ain't even gonna lie.
And we love
But it's
we
just
love a
so
documentary
random.
about it.
We do, we
I think
do.
because you know what the thing
It will
about
be
it
one
is
too.
it will be
Mhm.
hopefully they
Lifetime.
find her.
Lifetime special.
Yeah, oh yeah, hopefully they find her because the crazy
2020
thing
also.
is, yes, it's 2020 investigates.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, I think what gets people is like there's no why. Like why, and then the other piece is like there's ransom notes going to TMZ. Like what
Child.
is that? What is going on there? I
That's
don't
why I'm
get it.
telling you, it gives me like a crazy ass uncle, the brother-in-law, a cousin, because like what? And then why is TMZ? Like what? I'm so confused by that. And
And
you
they
mean to
say
tell me
the kidnappers want crypto. They like give us a crypto, a one Bitcoin, and we'll give you info. Like, what is that? What is going on?
that's why I feel like this is not like it just feels so random to me because like okay, if you're the FBI, you're getting random tips from some place, some person to TMZ, baby. The way if I was the FBI would be uncovering the IP address, but you can get the back end data from a
But
Ring
you can't
camera
figure
that
out who was it.
that's what I'm saying. So it's just like this gives me like just some weird odd scenario. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I really be trying to stay tapped into my human side to be like, oh my God, somebody's
Mm.
mama is missing. That's terrible. But also, baby, this seems like really dumb. And like how I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get
I
it.
don't get it. Who kidnaps a 80-something-year-old
Cause what y'all
to
about
do
to do
what?
with her?
To do
Yeah, I don't
what? I
know.
don't know. But all right. Well, anyway, moving on to other crime things. Karen Huger. I know you mentioned this last week.
I did.
So
I did.
I did watch it. So I would like to hear
Okay. No, no, no. I
your
want to hear
thoughts here.
your thoughts
Oh,
first.
my thoughts, my thoughts.
Let's
Okay.
tap into it.
Okay, so I wrote down some notes,
Let's hear
a
them.
couple. Very when she came home from jail, very interesting, all those mind you, I clarify, I don't watch Potomac, so I don't really have, like, full
Which is so
background.
crazy because you live right
But,
there.
yes. Um, so interesting that she told that story about, "The ladies gave me their hair to braid into
Girl.
mine." I said, "Okay." I said, "Okay." Okay, drama.
Good to see you. Good
Yes.
to see you.
You look so fly.
Yes, you look good. What's up?
Well, I had to do a do-rag because
Yeah.
the girls insisted on I do jailhouse braids.
Okay.
So what they did was they took their extensions out of their hair
What?
and they braided my hair, and I think it's so beautiful.
Drama.
So much.
When Andy was like, "So did you watch the video?" She's like, "No, I didn't watch it." I'm like, "What do you mean?
She
What
lying. No, damn well she
how do
watched
you
it.
find, or how are you serious about being accountable to something when you can't even acknowledge, like, really just take in this type of person that you were, all these things that you were being. You're just going at it by what people tell you. And I do want to say, um, good on Andy for pulling them clips up, sitting in front of her.
Okay? Very
Good on
much.
that.
Yeah.
Good on that.
You did a good
I
job
what
with
I
that editing.
It was so crazy to me that she went to jail, and the way she describes it as, like, she was this kind of, like, white savior figure in jail, and she's like, "I went there to help them girls, other young girls in there, and just show them what better
And you know
life they
damn
can
well
have."
she ain't
Another
thinking about them damn girls now that she out of jail. Let's be fucking for real. Okay? Karen Huger
a
thinking about
mess,
some
a mess.
jailbirds.
I said,
Please.
I said, and what did Andy say? "How are you there helping people and you have, like, your own?" It's like,
Okay?
right, like, you just got there, right? You weren't there that long, like, and now you're just, like, just above. You're just above it. Beyond me, the other thing I just wanted to point out was, who was it? Ashley, when
Darby.
she was like, yeah, so she was like,
Mm,
"I heard that Karen was down at the Legal Seafood," and Karen was like,
mhm.
"That was 20 years ago." That don't sound like it was 20 years ago,
It
as it was
wasn't.
explained. It was not. They like,
It
she's there every
wasn't.
day, drunk,
Yeah,
okay, drunk.
absolutely. They have
And let
all
me say,
known about her alcoholism for years. Just hid it from the cameras.
and Wendy, the audacity, okay?
Okay?
Ma'am,
Child.
ma'am, you have a whole
A pending
situation
case. Okay?
pending, a whole
2 degrees from the
situation.
slammer. Like, please. That
I would have
all
sat
them
there and just
bitches are
ate my
comical.
food.
But,
Just
you
like,
know,
what are you doing?
it's because they have a little bit of a history, and I think if I
Mhm,
recall correctly, when Wendy was
mhm,
the new girl on the block, Karen took her under her wing and tried to, befriend
mhm,
her and do all the things, and then they had a falling out, and then they got back together, and so I think Wendy thought that Karen was gonna just, like, be so appreciative of her and Karen do what the fuck she wanna do, clearly, been doing it. So I think that's why she was like, "This is her opportunity to pay this bitch back." But to your point, mamas, you need to be quiet. You need to quit talking so much because you are 2 shakes away from being down to the prison, honey, for your
yes.
own crimes. So, yeah, it was, ca I watched Carlos King and, Dustin Ross and Blue and all of them Monday Night Live or whatever, and they were talking about it last week too, about how they don't understand how people are not giving Karen are holding Karen's feet to the fire a little bit too much. And like so the
Mhm,
selective outrage because people don't feel like she really took accountability and now she's changing. And it was admirable of her to come on, a week after and blah, 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 blah. All I heard was a bunch of bullshit because to your earlier point, how you need help yourself and you are already helping people down to the jail. Ma'am, stop. Please fucking stop. Stop. And this is not your first nor your second DUI. And then you had the nerve to get in this interview talking about no, I've had 4 incidents with with alcohol. 2 of them were DUIs, but the other 2, they were not DUIs. They were incidents with alcohol while you were either operating a motor vehicle or doing something that you were not supposed to do while intoxicated. And it's those types of actions to me and those responses that say that you've learned nothing, right?
Mm.
And because you had to be inconvenienced to go to a county jail at max, because she didn't go to, I don't think she went to actual prison. You now are so changed overnight. She spent like 6, 7 months in there, not even maybe 9
If
at
that.
max. That's what I'm
If
saying,
that,
like,
yeah.
girl, please. She is ready to come out doing the same shit that she been doing. She may curb that drinking back a little bit, but Karen has always been a kind of like facade person. Like, let me show you that I'm the queen and I've done all of these things and da 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 da. Da. And that does not absolve you of the fact that you drove drunk, you didn't kill anyone, but there are thousands of people out here that have lost family members,
Mhm.
their own lives to drunk driving, and then you have the audacity a week after to go on his podcast and can't even own the fact that you have a drinking problem. And then tried to say that it was also your prescription pills and the doctor just prescribed them. Yeah, he did, but you were abusing the pills in which he
Sick.
subscribed you. So it's like, Karen, save it for somebody that want to hear it. Now I know there are Karen apologists out there. Keep doing your thing. But I'm holding all y'all bitches to the fire. Karen, Chris Brown beating the bitch up, holding him to the fire still all these years later. Yeah, people can change and all that, but it's these secondary actions afterwards that let me know that you don't give a shit about this. Talk about them girls took their hair out in Brady George. Who the hell are you, Karen? Who are you? I would never. I that right there, like that's supposed to be some like element that makes you feel bad
Profound.
for her, or
It
yeah, like
what
girl.
gave what this reminded me of, like, those, like, white folks who go to Africa and they're,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm.
helping the poor.
Very much.
What is
Very much
this?
same energy. Very much same energy. Like, I have been here and I'm 60 some and I've never, I'm just getting here. Yeah, because you just didn't get caught. It took 3 and 4 times for you to do the same action to get there, right? And some of those women that you are meeting in those prisons, in that prison, in that jail, excuse me, in that jail, they are probably there due to circumstance and
Mm,
systems, right? Not because they have so much money where they're on a television show each week and they have access to go anywhere using their gravitas to get drinks and to, open doors for them. You don't, these things are not the same. They're not the same, mama. And so when you come on a television show and you tout how much you are helping people and you are leading a drug program and a drinking program. Ma'am, shut up. You can't even admit when your wig is looking crazy. Huh? Like, please. I don't feel no sympathy for that hoe. Not, and I hate to call her a hoe, excuse me. I feel no sympathy for that woman. Absolutely
mm.
none. None, and will not, because that was an avoidable scenario in which you did not have to get into. You was lit as fuck. You knew damn well you ain't had no business mixing that alcohol with them damn prescription drugs. And you had been doing it. You just got caught this one time when it got a little bit too much for you to handle and you coulda killed somebody. And that's just
Yeah.
it is what it is. And so people may feel adversely to that, but don't give a damn. I think that she should be held accountable. We should not be feeling sorry for her. We should not be doing any of that. I don't think she should be removed from the show. Now that is to me is a bit ridiculous. There have been plenty of other bitches that have done just I mean, for that, you might
Look
as
at
well just
the
remove go ahead, who?
Teresa. Was
That's
it
what I'm s
Teresa
well,
from
it
New
was only
Jersey?
because of her husband. She didn't really steal
Okay,
any
no, well, she did hard time.
She did, and
She
so
did
I don't
hard
think
time.
that she did do hard time. I don't think that Karen should be removed from her champagne flute or her cherry blossom or whatever they hold, but I definitely think that we should not be being sympathetic to her, and then one of the things that they talked about on Carlos's live is that this is an old woman, and we should,
Mm,
we don't wanna see our old black women, our old black elders being punished like that. Well, have that same fucking energy when somebody creepy ass old uncle is doing some shit that he ain't got no business doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a damn if you're 60,
yeah.
75, or 82. when you do wrong, you do wrong, and you had no
Yeah,
business getting
what
behind that
kind of
wheel.
position is that? Right? What
Isn't
kind
that
of position is
crazy?
that?
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
But see that and be see, that be the mindset of some of y'all dumbasses right there. Like, oh, well, they just, oh, well, Chris Brown, we love him because he a part of the cult. No, he was abusing women, and he has a pattern, huh? A pattern of doing this. So he's gonna keep doing it. He's gonna keep being rude, ridiculous. Nicki Minaj. Now we're seeing that she has had a pattern of being a trash human being. Cardi B, love her down too, but we all know that she is erratic, right? Okay, and can be rude too. A pattern, okay? You done been to court several times around how you been yelling, talking to people. Everybody, huh? And I'm a person that can hold the things that you do and also still think that you are, an element of the culture. I would be I would be remiss to R. Kelly, still a very big element of our culture. However, right? He is a trash human being because he is a molester, a pedophile. Okay. So, like, two things can be true at the same time that yes, they are, huge elements of our culture and impact our culture, but they're still trash ass people. And we should not
Mhm.
be being like, oh, well, it's okay because they're old. Girl, fuck that. Okay. So sorry, Karen. I don't have no sympathy for you. That's what the fuck you get. Throw your ass from behind the wheel and put that drink down.
That's right. TP is tough on crime.
Uh, if you don't wanna do the
Thank you.
time, don't do the crime, honey.
Period.
Period.
Okay. Well, before we wrap up this, Glorilla and Brorilla. I don't want to spend too much time on it.
Child.
Um, but it's something about I knew how this was gonna play out. The family are leeches. Next thing you know, you get enough attention online. Boom, guess what
Mhm.
happens?
Yep.
There are people in our community which I just don't understand, but they be the first to reach out and try to put you in a skit or whatever the case is
Mhm.
to make you famous or just get clout off of this whole situation. And I'm
Mhm.
sure Glorilla's stud sister is going to be
Crazy.
on Zeus or something
Oh,
because
you already
that's what they
know.
do.
Yep.
Right? That's what they do. Now that everyone's famous, whatever. Anyway, I don't want to. I'll leave that there. So that wraps up. That wraps up other people's business.
That was fun. Sorry, Karen. I dogged you like that. Brorilla, I hope you got that $2,500 you was trying to get.
And some. Okay. All right. So welcome to Is It Really That Deep?
Yo, I'm fucking screaming. I am screaming.
This is
Okay,
so
round 2.
yeah,
Wow, you see
if
how
you
the
all
edit be
knew.
working
If you all
against you?
knew,
That shit is
if you
crazy.
if you
That shit is
if you all
crazy.
knew, if you all knew.
Wow.
Crazy. So I want to talk about um yellow flags or red
Okay.
flags.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
this is not particularly a write-in, but I was in the group chat. Um I'm going to just kind of like fabricate a little bit here.
Not fabricate a
But
little
the
bit.
sentiments just a little bit. But the sentiment remains the same. Um let's say you go on a date, two
Mhm.
dates, two
Mhm.
dates, and
Okay.
someone says something that you don't like, or it was just like, hmm, let's say they don't like dogs,
Okay.
right? They say they don't like dogs. And you're like, well, I like dogs,
Okay.
and I don't like that you said that. And so red flag. But no, but you yourself, I want the people to know TP is not like, he's not like super attached to dogs. So
This is crazy.
he's
This is
he's not
crazy.
super attached. So
This is so crazy.
but something about that sentiment is just like, I don't know. Would you cut that? Would you? How do you feel about someone says this one thing would you cut them off immediately, or would you just, like, pin that and be like, "Hmm,
It depends on
maybe."
what it is.
Okay, so if they said, I'm trying to skirt around the thing.
I'm screaming.
Imma just say this, my friend, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna give the story
The
without
tea.
any names.
Sorry,
I
friend.
apologize. Sorry, friend. Sorry, friend. So my friend he went on a second date with someone,
Mhm,
and my friend said to us
mhm,
in the group
mhm.
that, he's not he's in a move slow type of
Okay, we
pace,
love that.
right?
Taking his time. We love
Um,
that.
went to the second date. The guy said basically he wants to talk to my friend like a little bit more like on the phone, FaceTime, things like
Okay.
that, right?
Mhm.
And basically my friend is like, no, that's too much for me. And then so the guy was like, what? He's like, do you hate me? Now, now, this is what this is where the flag comes in, where the
Okay.
people are like in the group chat are like, cut him off. Cut him off. He's insecure. Cut him off. And I'm like, you guys are putting too much weight
Yeah,
on
because he just said, "Damn, I wanna
on
spend more
that.
time with you." I'm confused.
Right. But they were more so stuck on the fact that this guy has like something is insecure in there.
How?
And my because they said, "Do you hate me?" You know, they
I would ask
because
the
they
same
said
thing. "Well,
those
damn, do you not
words.
like me? Like, do you not wanna talk to me on the phone? Do you not wanna spend visual time with me? We can't go out to eat on a date every damn night."
So my thing is, because I feel like a lot of gays are like this. Actually, I mean, a lot of people are like this these days. It's like you say one thing, it don't
Yep.
even it's not even it ain't even it ain't even that deep.
No,
And
it
then
don't
people
be.
and then they cut you off. But how do you feel about that? Like, do we have why do we not have the space to give people yellow flags? Like, why do we just have to go red flag and I'm done?
I don't know, and I guess it's just like I said earlier, it depends on what it is, but, like, the I don't people have this understanding or this ideology that, like, when they date someone, they should come prepackaged, already ready for them to go in the perfect s if that were the case, a bitch would never be in a relationship. Like,
Mm,
I don't understand that logic. No one is gonna come so perfect to you where you are gonna just be like, "There's no problems, there's no issues, we good to go, fuck it." That is not how that works at all. There are compromises and leeways and all the things that one has to take into account to be in a relationship because there are 2 people who have their own lived experiences and their own approaches to life and all the things that have to norm on a way to be together. So I don't understand, like, that it is weird how people instantly throw people away. I've had this conversation with some of my homegirls
mm,
around their boyfriends and all those kind of things, and it's like, "I wanna be married, I'm ready for a man." No, you're not. No, you're not. Because if Jimmy were to throw me away or I were to throw him away from everything that we didn't like, we would not be together. We would have to talk through those things and figure out, like, the
mhm,
middle because we are prioritizing wanting to be together because there are enough elements of each other that we do enjoy to keep around. So I think
yeah.
when bitches start doing shit like that, they don't really wanna be in a relationship. They wanna be in a dictatorship. They wanna be able to tell their partner exactly what to do, how to be, and that to me is already like that is red flag to me. If you feel
Look,
like
I said that. Look,
yeah,
I
that's
said that.
super red
I
flaggy
said
for
I
me.
said I said I hope one of the folks, I know one of them watches the thing. I said, "Hello, red flag. You got a red flag, mister."
Very much.
Because look,
Yeah. Yeah, that's really, really red flaggy for me because and what I hear is, okay, when we start doing whatever we doing and I wanna have my own autonomy in our relationship, you'll
Mhm,
have a problem with it because
mm,
you are not willing to budge at this stage, and we just talking to each other. We haven't even formally decided that we're gonna be together, I'm asking you for more time and attention, and you're just putting your foot down, "No, we're not doing that." Red flag it. If that is simply asking to have more time because relationships are built with time and talking and relating to one another. If you have a problem with that, just imagine what you're gonna tell me no to later on in the relationship. "Let's go out to eat." "No, I don't like to go out to eat, so we're not going." Whoa, red flaggy, red flaggy. Sorry, friend. Sorry,
Red
friend.
flaggy. I'm
Red
sorry, friend,
flaggy for
too.
me.
Both
Yeah,
of them, both of them. Sorry,
yeah,
friends. Sorry, friends.
yeah, red flaggy,
It's just,
honey. Cause like,
eh, re
what? That's crazy.
yeah,
Red
I think
flagging.
it's just unfair. I think it's
Very
unfair,
unfair.
because it's not like the person said something, like, offensive to
Yeah.
you, and even if they had, like, a moment where they just, let's say, as folks let their slip show, or they just
Mhm.
emotions on their sleeve, and they just were vulnerable this second, and, that just came out.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that is enough of a reason to just be flat out, just to project all these things.
Mhm.
Um, but with all that being said, the friend who went on these dates with
Mhm.
this other guy was like, they're like, well, they are gonna just take the approach that they can be friends, but nothing romantically. And look, leave
Y'all,
it. Look,
I'm convinced
just look.
y'all bitches don't wanna be in a relationship
I
for
just,
real. Y'all motherfuckers don't wanna be in a
I let it go.
relationship for
I let it
real.
go. I let
Because,
it
like,
go. I let it go.
you gonna be single for the rest of your motherfucking life, approaching a relationship like that. Like, y'all be wanting to be passenger princesses and that. No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't, because it takes more than just I'm not there are compromises and boundaries that you can set that you're like, "No, I'm not having that." But simply asking like, "Damn, do you not wanna talk to me? Because 'Cause I'm asking you to spend more time talking to me, getting to know me." How turn it
I
on.
don't know.
Like, I'm
I don't
confused.
know. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I used to
I don't know.
fuss at my homegirls all the time. 'Cause they'd be like, "I'm ready to be in a relationship. I'm ready to do that." No, you're not, because you don't even wanna compromise. You hate compromising in the conversation that we having right now. So imagine a nigga being in your house, and he has an adverse opinion to you, and if you care and love this person or want to, develop a relationship, you have to learn to compromise, and if you can't do that, then babe, hey,
And
you're not ready for the big show.
I my last piece about this is just like, I feel like you don't really like them like that.
You don't.
You don't really like them like that. So, because
No, so just
if
say
you
that.
did, if
Right.
right, like if you did,
Mhm. You
this
if
would be
you
a
did,
different thing.
boom. You would say, "Hey, I'm ready to talk to you. Let's get on the phone. Hey, FaceTime me sometime so we can talk." But to your point, you don't really like them, and just say that. And just say it.
Yeah,
It's much easier because now we have this whole
yeah, it
conversation on the
is.
podcast about how you a red flag in real life.
Yes. Okay, and like I said,
Right.
I'm apologizing to y'all, but but right before I got on here, I said thank you for giving me something to throw in here because I think this is a great conversation.
It is very good.
Um, so appreciate it.
Wow.
Well, that wraps up. Is it really that deep?
Mm, mm, mm,
And
mm,
and
mm.
going to slide this very much into this quick question of the week. Um, because it's kind of related a little bit. And I mentioned this to you the other day. I was like, why do people like to date in seasons? And what I mean by that, in the summer, folks want to I'm out. I'm turned up with the girlies, single for the summer, but in the
Mhm.
winter time, you wanna be up underneath somebody. You wanna be cuddled up. You wanna enjoy the season. You wanna enjoy the holiday season. You wanna be
Mhm.
in PJs, and you want a Valentine's Day gift, but in the
By the time
summertime, you
spring
just wanna be
come,
free.
yeah, you ready
Yeah,
to
like,
dump
what
that
is
nigga.
that?
Yeah, it
What
is.
is that?
I think it's the culture that we are in. Like, fuck these niggas and fuck these bitches, and that's just what it is. And then the culture changes where it's like, well, it's cold outside, so I need to be late, and that just is perpetuated often. And I mean, it's hard not to like fall into that trap because skin out, ass out, thighs out, so you ready to be
So
outside
much
too, but
temptation, all
yeah,
these
so I
a
think
lot
that's really
going
what it
on.
is. Yep, so
People more
people
social,
just
and I'm sure you meet new
mhm,
people,
yep, that's
but
really what it
how
is.
do you I first off, I'm over it. 'Cause I also relate this to, when of course, when people move to, like, new places, and then
Yeah,
let's say you meet them and
mhm.
you hit it off, you have a great connection with somebody, and they're like, "Well, I just moved here," and, they don't wanna date 'cause they are, they just got to this place and they wanna do whatever, God knows what.
Well, that's different.
If
That's
you were
different.
I feel like it's not different. I feel like
Yeah,
because
because 'cause
if
you're
you
in a
were
new
if
place,
this
you
is
don't
what
wanna
you
lock it
wha
down
wait, why
immediately.
not? No, 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 no. Maybe because wait, no, no, no. Because
What?
look,
What?
oh, look at this, and riddle me this
Okay,
then.
okay.
Riddle me this. You hit it off and you're dating somebody, you've been there, let's say you've been in this new town for like 3, 4 months. You meet someone, y'all have a great connection, y'all gone on dates, blah, 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 but you don't wanna, you know, go forward because what? You're looking for potential? Something else?
Well, I think that's dating in a general
What?
sense, because
What?
if I'm
But
dating,
I
I'm
think people put those rules are like the unspoken but spoken, okay? If you go somewhere new, you're like, "Nope, and I don't even know how long people need.
at least
I don't
6 months
know."
to a year just to see. We can hang out, we can do all of those things, but we may not be locking it down and be the only like that. It may not be that way, and I think with express conversation, we can have that. Like, "Hey, I really enjoy your company. I really enjoy what we have. I'm still trying to
I
figure out
don't
my way
mm,
in this space." And you give the person, the other party, the option, right, in the room to say, "You know what? Well, this is great. Thank you for letting me know. I don't feel like I'm comfortable with this, so I'm gonna peace out." Or you stay and you just do what you do. So I think nothing's wrong with that if you can have an open conversation about it, but niggas are not honest, right? It's later on in the conversation, once we start vibing, we hanging out, now all of a sudden it's, "Oh, well, I'm still looking, I don't want." Be honest. Be honest about what you want from the jump. I think nothing's wrong with saying, "I'm really enjoying our connection. However, I'm still trying to explore and see exactly what I want." And it's not your responsibility to wait for me or to even feel like you have to be obligated to me because of what I just shared with you. However, you may not, because y'all could date, lock it down, and after a year and a half, it's over, right?
hey, well, guess what? You can date, y'all can lock it down, and guess what? Those same people who were living in that city before you got there, guess what? Them same people still gonna be there too. I
True,
know this is what
true,
this is like
true, true.
this is what's crazy to me because I've seen and also experienced where they're like there are good people. You
Mhm.
that you- Very good people that you come across, but you put that barrier in front, this invisible barrier that keeps you from being like invested enough that you just miss out on it. Because let me tell you, outside of this, when I moved to um Ohio,
Okay, I was about to say because
I
I
didn't
think there's some lived experience here.
oh, it
Mhm.
is a lived experience. When I moved to
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Ohio, I did not go into that being like, oh, if I meet somebody, because I'm only gonna be here for like a year and a half or whatever the case is, that Imma just throw that away and I'm just be like, nah, I'm just gonna be out here doing X, Y, and Z. If I would have met someone that would have knocked my socks off, I
You
would
would
have
have
just
just
went for it. Cause why not? Why not?
I mean, yeah. I guess it's just like I said earlier, it just depends on the person. But I think there should be some open and honest conversation because we are adults around the fact that, I've enjoyed our vibe. We've been vibing. It's been great. But I'm also still
Mm,
exploring other options. There are other people that I might be connected to. But I also am coming from the school of thought that I like in a marriage and relationship, that other person cannot be everything and all things to you. That is also
mm,
like one of my schools of thought as well. But I have no qualms because I don't really have any direct experience with that outside of the fact that when I was dating,
mm.
the person that I started dating, I am now married to. So I don't.
Well, congratulations.
I knew that was going to say, well, lucky you, bitch. Well, I mean, it just I did but even at the beginning of that, I was very much like, what's happening? Are we gonna like we I think we both were, but it wasn't it, it just worked out that way. But I still think that there is nothing wrong with being open and honest about dating. That is the entire sole purpose of dating, is to explore the options that are available to you. And if you find one that is worth continuing on, you can say, you know what? Actually, I'm still out here. This was fun. I'm not exactly sure that this is, something that I'm totally comfortable with yet. And so I still want to date. And I would want the same for you. And I would want you to feel like I was open and honest with you about that. So to put a bookend on what I was saying, I think it's fine. I don't think anything's wrong with anyone dating, and saying, "Hey, I don't necessarily wanna lock this down just yet. I still think we have more time to talk, to FaceTime, to hear each other out before you just write me off." Huh? Huh? Did we just have this conversation? Before you just write me off. So, I think nothing's wrong with that. But I digress. I digress. So, that's my 2 cent. I know a nigga is married, but still, I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
What I'm gonna say is, I mean, I thank you so much for
Get
thank
off
you
my
so
damn
much for
phone. Get off my damn phone. And
what?
this ain't even a phone. Get off my laptop
Um,
because you play too much. You play too much.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Abs absolutely, okay? Um, I think we're good. I think
I think we are. I think we
I
are.
think
I
we're
think we've
good
hit the
here. I
points.
appreciate you so much. This was such a lovely, lovely Valentine's Day
It's
piece,
always a good time
and
to be in conversation with you. Always. Always
this was just a
being
wonderful
coined with
episode.
wisdom.
Yes. With that being said, we will catch you all on the next one.
We
Today
will.
was a
Thank you for coming
ride.
to our talk.
Today was a ride.
For sure. For sure.
For sure. So, with that being said, um, we will see you next week.
We
And
will.
happy Valentine's Day. Get
Happy Valentine's
cards
Day.
and
Get
run
that
up the
back broke,
tab on that
y'all.
man.
Yeah, get you a
And
good
see
meal.
ya. Bye-bye.
I know I am.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye. You are hilarious. You are so hilarious.